Hello, yes indeed, my name is Joe Diaper, and yes, I am wearing a lab coat for some reason. More on that in just a moment. Welcome to another episode of A Quart of Ale, where once again I'll be reviewing a beer out of 10 in 7 different categories, looking to find the best beer in the whole world. And those categories are the can or bottle appearance, the drink's in-glass appearance, how the drink smells, the all-important first sip, its effort to drink, its gassiness, and the after-drink feeling. Rightio, so why am I wearing this lab coat, I hear you ask? Well, in real life I work as a student dispensing optician inside an optician's, and that is very much related to the drink we'll be having today. So, without wasting any more time, let's crack on and find out what beer it is we'll be drinking today. Today's beer is called Barnard Castle Eye Test. It's a New England IPA, short-sighted beer for tall stories. Our New England old school IPA is locked down and loaded. Dry hopped for a juicy hit with pineapple, mango and a hint of zesty lime. Also, all profits go to funding the production of free sanitizer for the NHS and healthcare charities. Its ABV is 6%, and I'm drinking it in a 330 milliliter can. Its IBU is 25. It's brewed by the fantastic Brewdog, which is based in Ellon, Scotland. So, cheers to you, Brewdog. Its ingredients include its malts, which are flaked oats, pale and wheat, its hops, which are Cascade, Citra, Mosaic and Simcoe, and it also includes water, torrefied wheat and yeast. So there we have it. Today's beer is a very special one to me, and a very new one as well. So it is Brewdog's Barnard Castle Eye Test, named after the government's Dominic Cummings took a trip during lockdown, which he said was perfectly fine, and the whole country said wasn't perfectly fine. But that's by the by. We're here for the beer. And I'm looking forward to it. It's based around my life. Eye tests and glasses are everything. So let's have a look and start rating this beautiful Barnard Castle Eye Test. So we're going to start off then with the can appearance. Now I am going to be a little bit biased for this one because I love the can. I think it's great. Obviously they've gone along the lines of the Barnard Castle Eye Test, and they've taken the eye test part quite literally in a really funky can. So it's very colourful. You've got your oranges, you've got the turquoise at the bottom, and then obviously the silver of the can as well. But what they've done, which I really like, is nice and big in the middle. They put Barnard Castle Eye Test, which gets smaller and smaller, just like an eye test card does. And just underneath here, you can barely see it because it does get really small. But it does say Hazy Durham IPA. There we are. Really good, really clever. Also, on the edge of the title as well, it says here, United we stand for better beer, fiercely defiant and independent, which of course is Brewdog's slogan, but they've also changed it so it goes a bit blurry. So it starts off clear, it goes blurry, you get the bottom there, so it goes round to being almost completely blurry and unreadable, and then carries on all the way back up again where it's clear. Very good. Very good marketing, brilliant name, absolutely spot on. Lovely design of can. They've gone all out with the idea of eye test as well, which is very smart, and it's for a good cause as well. Absolutely brilliant. Major respect for that. So Let's have a look. What are we going to give it for can appearance? I really like it. I think it's really cool. I think it's really colourful. I think it's really different. I've never seen this in a can before. Absolutely wonderful. I'm going to go for an 8 out of 10 for appearance. So I like the can, I like what they've done there, really, really cool, especially based around the old idea of opticians and eye tests. That's a massive vote from me, absolutely love it. Hopefully it tastes as good as the can looks. So, let's give it a pour into glass and give it a rating for in-glass appearance. Lovely, strong sound for the can opening, a good sign of a good quality can. That's what we like, let's give it a pour. Already getting some smells, very, very strong. Oh, it smells very good. It smells absolutely delightful. Very fizzy as well, nice head on top as well, very good. Looking nice, rightio. So, it smells glorious, but we'll get onto that in a moment as always. Let's have a look at it in glass. Very fruit juicy looking, yeah, very tropical juice looking. It's got that lovely IPA look for a quality IPA. I see that a pale kind of at the top, and then in the middle has got a little bit darker, and then at the bottom again is nice and pale. I like it. I think it looks really cool. Looks very, very tempting, very appetizing. Nice little head on top. Perfectly good. Looks like an IPA. But looks like a fruity one, and looks like one that could be very, very tasty indeed. Oh yes. So, rating for in-glass appearance, it looks good. It looks lovely. Can't see if it's gassy or not, but it looks very, very fruity. I'm going to give it a fantastic 7.5 out of 10. For smell, so as I poured it, I could already smell it. Very, very fruity. I'm getting mango already. Wow, the hit of the mango. Very strong, very sweet smelling. I'm going to get a little bit closer, give it a proper smell, and find out exactly what's going on there. So, here we go. Yes, indeed. So, as I say, that mango smell is the strong one, is a strong smell from it. Smells beautiful. It's a lovely mango smell, nice and natural, fruit juice smelling mango smell as well. Also, I am actually getting that hint of lime they said about as well. Usually, if a description of an IPA throws in a number of flavours there, if they mention 2 or 3, there's always one you don't get at all. It might not as well mention it because it's lost in the brew. But with this, I can definitely get that a little hint, a little tiny hint of a citrusy, a limey kind of smell there. Making it smell even more refreshing, even more fruity. And it smells great. Really, really good. Smells lovely for an IPA. Beautiful. I'm going to give it a very good 8 out of 10. I like the can, I like the way it looks in glass, I love the smell, it smells really good. At the moment, it's ticking all the boxes, really, really good. Nothing mind-blowing, nothing crazily incredible about it yet, but hopefully that first sip will be absolutely lovely. So, I'm ready. I've got my optician's lab coat on, I've got my rulers ready, I'm ready to dive in with the first sip. So, this one goes out to all my brethren, to all you opticians, you DOs, you CLOs, you OCs. Most people won't understand what any of that means, but they will. To my friends in the opticians, this goes out to all of us, completely changing the way we do things, completely changing the way we work, but struggling on nonetheless, and sorting out the eyesight of everyone in the UK. Well done, guys. Cheers to you. Let's get this down me. Have our first sip. Cheers, guys. Nice. Not a taste I was expecting. I was expecting more of a fruity flavour. This has got a very, very strong hoppy taste. Quite a dry hoppy taste as well. It's quite a dry taste, and it's got that woody smokiness to it as well, which, as I say, I'm quite surprised by, as it does smell so damn fruity. But it's not a bad first sip. It's not awful, it's not off-putting, there's no weird aftertaste, there's no weird taste. It's just not as fruity as the smell would have you believe. But it's okay. I want to drink the rest of it. I'm not blown away, but it's perfectly fine. And usually perfectly fine gets a 7 out of 10. It's good. So first sip, a little bit disappointing there. I think I was tasting with my eyes to begin with, and gave it quite a high score there. Whereas in the mouth, it's quite dry, it's quite hoppy. There's not especially much of a fruity taste on the first sip, and I was a little bit let down. But let's have it all. Let's give it a chance, and we can see how it goes down. So here we go. Let's drink like an optician. Cheers. Second or third sip. It's nice. It's perfectly good. It's perfectly reasonable. There are some hints of fruitiness there. Not a clear, direct, it's a mango taste or a lime taste or anything like that. There's just a hint of fruitiness, but not really defined in any way. Just the tropical kind of flavour you get with most IPAs, especially. So again, nothing that really stands out, but it's not as dry the second and third sips as it was the first one. Okay, so back to it. There we are, so all gone. How do I feel with that one? Well, I went through a range of emotions, to be honest. As I got halfway through it, it was really starting to grow on me. It really was. The flavour of the bitterness and the woodiness kind of went away a little bit. You got a little bit more fruitiness, but again, nothing really clearly defined, especially. But then, as I got to the end of it, it started tasting really quite bitter. And that was really the thing that overshadowed a lot of it, to be fair. There's no defined fruit taste to it, and I think that's what really lets it down. If there was something more defined, it would balance out a bit nicer with the bitterness and make the bitterness a little bit less intense and soften it slightly, because that's what it's missing. It's just a little bit harsh on the bitterness. Not as soft as it could be, and it's missing the specific flavour, a specific taste, the fruitiness that would balance out nicely with the bitterness. So it just ends up being a little bit too bitter. And as I got to the end of the drink, the fruitiness flavours kind of vanished, got a bit watery, and just had that bitter sting in the back of your tongue there. It is strong, it is a 6%, it didn't taste too bad for a 6%. Like, it tasted quite soft for a 6%, so that's a good thing going for it. But it is just the bitterness there that does leave a bit of a taste. But again, not awful, but nothing that's going to change the world. Usually say that, but it's true. So I'm going to give it, for effort to drink, a 7 out of 10. Gassiness, well, it wasn't flat, but it wasn't lively either. I feel fine, feel absolutely good. There's been no burps or whatsoever at the moment, so all very good. So it's going to get a very, very high score. So gassiness, I'm going to have to give it a really high one because I feel great. It's a 9. Well, it's been 10 minutes. That after drink feeling, how do I feel? Well, a little bit let down, to be honest. It smelled amazing. That mango smell smelled so good. It wasn't too sweet a smell. It just smelled really fruity and really natural, really, really good. Had a hint of lime there too. It smelled great. It was really strong. You could smell it from the pour. You could smell it when it's on the table. Absolutely brilliant. The taste, completely different. There was a fruitiness to it, nothing too clearly defined. It was bitter. It had a woody smokiness to it, but that overpowered anything else, and it was a little bit too much. It picked up in the middle, it got a little bit more fruity for me, but then by the end, the fruitiness kind of went away, and it ended up a little bit watery and a little bit too bitter. So, it went through a lot of different things. I'm going to say it was alright. I've got a pack of 12 of these, so I'm going to drink them anyway, because the only way you could get these. They're good, they're fine for a drink. I wouldn't go out my way to get one, but I'm going to give it, for after drink feeling, 6.5, I think. Above average, just nothing special, nothing too special. The scores have been added up, and I can tell you that this very drink here, made for the living that I make, working in opticians, the Barnard Castle Eye Test, gets a lovely 75.7%. Yep, it's good, it smells great, it tastes alright, it's fine, it's perfectly good IPA, not groundbreaking, but a good tipple. I've got 11 more where that came from. I'm going to enjoy them. It's a nice drink for an evening, but there are better IPAs. However, it's special edition. It is for a good cause. All the money is going to make hand sanitizer where it's needed for NHS and health charities. So while they do, I know they're in a second brew. I'm not sure if they're doing 3 or 4, I'm not sure. But if you can get some of this, I think they are doing a special offer at the moment. Do get some and help out charity. Yes, because that is the key. Let's see how that's done in our league table. There we are then. So we have visited the opticians, which you should do. Here is the party political broadcast. Always get your eyes tested. Usually a recall is every 2 years. Even if you feel your vision has not changed, you should go for an eye test just to check the health of the eye is okay, alright? Because I have seen some nasty eye diseases and you don't want them, okay? So make sure every 2 years, eye test. This has been a Party Political Broadcast sponsored by opticians everywhere. So, but there we are. We went back to Scotland. We went to the lovely Brewdog, the very well-known Brewdog. I've got lots of respect for them. Love what they have done with the industry. Doing very well. And I enjoyed this too. A drink that's brought out to help charities and to help them in their fight to make sanitizer when it's needed. Can only be a tick with a good job to Brewdog. Well done, guys. Thank you very much. There we are. So another drink down. Where will we end up next time? I don't know. Bring your passport. We might be going abroad. There's air tunnels everywhere. So until next time, I being Joe, add us on social media, like us, subscribe, share, all those things. And I'll see you next time on A Quart of Ale. See you later.